Hey everybody, Spencer from Geek of Spades here, and guys, we finally reached the end. We've come to the very last Warzone Resurrection unboxing video for now, of my initial run of stuff I got, and we're closing it out with quite a doozy. It's Cardinal Dominic for the Brotherhood. So this guy comes in 2 sprues, one in like an 1/8 sprue. The main sprue consists of his body and these sort of spikes. I don't know what they're supposed to be technically, but they go on his back here. So they look cool though. They're nicely detailed and they got little bumps all over them. So they're almost kind of like tentacle-like, or I guess they're supposed to be like something from cathedrals. I don't know. His main body is very nicely detailed. He's got a lot of sort of decorative stuff going on in his robe. His face is very battle-worthy, I guess. He looks like a guy who's shouting down some heretics. He's got his holy book. His cape is nice and flowing. His shoulder pads have more of those bumps on them there. The other sprue you get with this guy is this one that has his sword arm. And I get that this is based on an older art piece, but I still don't like the fact that he's gripping his sword by the blade. Just, it looks a little weird. The other major thing is, you might notice on his body there's a hole there, but there isn't an actual, like, peg on his arm. This is all just where the mold was poured in. So, I don't quite know why those keep showing up, but they do. So now that we've taken a look at the mighty Cardinal here on his sprue, let's check him out when he's built. Alright guys, and here he is, the leader of the Brotherhood himself, Cardinal Dominic, all built up. And he's pretty awesome, but there are a couple of issues I have with this model. First of all, you'll notice his book there's remnants of resin because there was a cylinder of resin from his book to his cloak. I don't understand why it was there, and that's extremely difficult to get out because his arm will start bending and I don't want to snap that. The other thing is cleaning off his sword, like any of the other swords I've mentioned, is just fiddly. There's probably spots I've missed just because the sword's super thin and super bendy. And then his back pieces, you might notice, didn't go in super flush. I had to shave them down a bit. I kind of overdid it in spots, but overall, he looks really cool. I really love just how evocative of the original art that this model is being based off of. I just love how close it is to that look. It's just, he's like Laura. He's easy to put together. Very few issues actually gluing the parts on. Just cleaning him up is a complete pain and a total hassle. But he's totally worth it. You get this guy in the Brotherhood starter set, so he's going to be one of those things you'll probably have if you pick up a Brotherhood army. But he looks great. I love the detail on him, his pose. He just looks quite regal and awesome. So that wraps up the Warzone Resurrection unboxings, at least for the first wave of stuff I have. I do plan to get more stuff, and just want to give my final thoughts on this line. I actually really quite like it. The miniatures are just really awesome. They've got a lot of character and they keep a lot of the feel of the classic designs while updating them and modernizing them to make them look a good bit better. But they're not perfect. There were some questionable choices in design, or not so much in design, but more in where things were injected into the molds, how some of the models were supposed to be put together. That just little things I feel could have been handled better. But overall, absolute winner. The models are super detailed. They look amazing. And I'm super happy to have Warzone back, and this was a great way to do it. This range of miniatures is fantastic, despite my quibbles with it. I'm sure somebody who's a better hobbyist than I would probably have no qualms or any troubles putting these guys together. But like I said, there were just some questionable choices on where resin was injected into the molds that makes putting some of these things together a bit harder than I feel it should be. And then there's the issue of, there's holes in some of their shoulders, but there's no pegs, or there's pegs, but there's no holes, and blah, blah, blah. Still, overall, I'm super, super happy with these models. They look amazing when they're assembled. The detail is mind-blowing. And like I said, they retain that classic aesthetic with a modernized look. So, yeah, Warzone Resurrection, this range is just amazing, despite my few minor complaints. I can't wait to get the rest of these built up and buy more stuff. I'm probably going to buy, definitely going to buy some, the Juggernauts, the Armored Hussars, for my Bauhaus force. I might buy another box of Rangers, probably buy another Vulcan battlesuit. I'll get Valerie Duvall. With the Brotherhood, I'll probably end up buying like a box of Mortificators, because those guys are awesome, and I might buy a second Judicator, depending on how much I want to expand this force here. And I might buy the Inquisitor character, because he's pretty cool. So yeah, I want to thank you guys so much for watching all these videos, watching these unboxings. I hope you guys have enjoyed. We will be doing more with Warzone Resurrection, including Learn to Play series and Bat Reps. So be sure to keep it right here to Geek of Spades for all that good stuff. And don't forget to follow the links below so you can check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks so much for watching, guys.